Western Australia. From the towering Karri forests of Warren National Park to the ancient rock formations of the Pinnacles, Western Australia's southern region is a treasure of natural wonders.
Yeah, it's just a great opportunity to get out and really appreciate nature at its best.
You're not apart from nature, you are part of nature. And it's through that understanding of our world, enjoying it, that we want to be able to enjoy it for future generations.
Join us on a journey across this amazing land, brimming with adventure and unforgettable experiences.
The Pinnacles, it has a really unique energy to it at night time. And for me, those experiences are a lot more enjoyable when you get to share them.
The first time seeing a killer whale, it is an adrenaline boost like you would not believe. It is amazing.
Get ready to experience Australia. We start our journey just off the coast of Perth on Rottnest Island. Rottnest separated from the mainland of Australia around 7,000 years ago when sea levels rose. The traditional Noongar name for the island is Wodjamup, which means place across the water where the spirits are. A protected sanctuary for native wildlife, the island is a flourishing oasis for flora and fauna.
Rottnest is a very special part of Australia. We are Western Australia's favourite island playground.
Rottnest, meaning rat's nest in Dutch, was named after its most famous resident, the quokka. Despite their rodent-like appearance, quokkas are in fact marsupials and are more closely related to kangaroos and wallabies. Quokkas are often called the happiest animals in the world. This is due to their naturally cheerful expressions.
We have the happiest animal in the world living on this island. You've all heard of the beautiful quokkas, so that's a major draw card.
With no natural predators on the island, the quokka population has thrived, giving them even more reason to smile. The island has 5 marine sanctuary zones, so it's teeming with marine life. Damien Combs is the head tour guide at Rottnest Express.
On the adventure tour boat, we're lucky enough to see the rugged and spectacular coastline of Rottnest Island. During the months of September, October and November, we have the largest migration of humpback whales anywhere in the world swimming past Rottnest Island. We often get to see the New Zealand fur seals out at the West End. Sometimes the Australian sea lion at Dyer Island, which is the rarest sea lion in the world. And on those beautiful days when the dolphins turn up, it's just a wonderful place to be on the water around Rottnest. This is a very special place and everyone needs to come and see it.
Just a 45-minute drive north from Perth, we arrive at Yanchep National Park. Yanchep is one of Australia's oldest national parks. It supports a variety of environments and home to an abundance of unique flora and fauna.
A lot of our visitors, when they arrive, one of the things they're amazed about or they find interesting is the 3 different types of bush. You know, we've got woodlands, we've got the animals that live in the wetlands, and then you've got the coast, all in one area, and you get to see all of it.
Derek Nannup is a Noongar man and education officer for the National Park. He shares his wealth of knowledge about Yanchep on tours, including the history of Loch McNess Lake.
Quite a few years ago, they dug it out and turned it into a lake. But of course, the water table has now dropped and it's gone back to being a wetlands. What that's done is bringing back all these different animals that prefer a wetlands than a lake. So lots of birds. We now have swans coming into it. We have a lot of people coming out and doing studies on the turtles and all the other animals that live in the wetlands, which is brilliant.
But the natural wonders above the ground are just the beginning. Beneath the lush landscape is a hidden wonderland, a vast network of over 400 caves to explore. Open to the public is Crystal Cave, adorned with natural cave formations like stalagmites, helictites, columns and shoals.
Crystal Cave was discovered by a guy by the name of Henry White in 1903, early settler in the area. He discovered Crystal Cave and actually quite a few others. There's lots of caves in Yanchep. A lot of our caves have a shallow karst system, so they're actually quite young caves, which means you're looking at a baby cave and you can see the beginning and end of different crystals within that cave, which is quite beautiful.
Yanchep National Park also holds great cultural significance.
Yanchep National Park is the cultural meeting place for the Whadjuk and the Ewart. So here in the southwest, we're known as the Noongar people, but there's 14 different groups with 3 different dialects. So this area was important because it was the cultural meeting place for 2 of those groups.
The park offers a unique setting for cultural activities, with special areas built for Indigenous tours.
The idea is I do bring a little bit of fun and laughter, but teach a lot of knowledge. Everything from the importance of the park from an Aboriginal perspective to weapons and tools and dreaming. We're very hands-on here, so you'll get to hold the tools and you get to look at the kangaroo skins and the kangaroo bags and those sort of things. We want to entertain people. We want to give them knowledge and information, but make them feel comfortable that it's something they enjoy. So you can see the beauty of Aboriginal culture.
"200 kilometres north of Perth, within the sandy plains of the Nanbung National Park, you will find a forest of stone. These ancient structures are called the Pinnacles. This vast network of limestone pillars have been sculpted by the elements over tens of thousands of years. Every structure seems to have its own unique, weather-beaten shape. The origin of the formation of the Pinnacles remains a subject of debate. Our best guess is that around 30,000 years ago, the region was covered by an extensive system of sand dunes. These sand dunes were composed primarily of calcium carbonate, originating from seashells and marine organisms. Over time, rainwater containing dissolved calcium carbonate percolated through the dunes, binding the grains of sand together and forming limestone. Wind and water erosion then stripped away the overlaying sand and soil, exposing the limestone pillars as we see them today. Each year, thousands of visitors flock to this region to experience these amazing formations for themselves.
The Pinnacles, it has a really unique energy to it at night time. And for me, those experiences are a lot more enjoyable when you get to share them.
Gavin Parker, the founder of Lumineer Adventure Tours, provides state-of-the-art telescopes and astro binoculars to marvel at the craters of the Moon and the dazzling Milky Way in extraordinary detail.
So we have a dark sky policy in WA where they limit light pollution because they know they've got areas of significance for stargazing. So we get very dark skies out here. One of my favourites is the Seven Sisters or the Pleiades cluster, so we'll see them in the sky tonight, and there's lots of stories about them that are really interesting.
The Greek myth of the Pleiades constellation mirrors many aspects of the Seven Sisters Aboriginal Dreamtime story. Both tell a tale of sisters who ascend into the sky to evade a relentless pursuer.
So we've researched lots of the Indigenous stories. A lot of the stories are actually quite aligned, even though those cultures were tens of thousands of kilometres apart. And so we blend those ancient stories of the night sky with modern science, and so that's helped keep their stories alive.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen, all for free. No subscription required.
On the southern coast of Western Australia, you'll find the Walpole Normalup Inlet Marine Park.
So Walpole is the wettest part of Western Australia. It's one of the richest waterways surrounded by forests that comes right the way down to the water's edge with rivers and inlets and ocean and cliffs and forest around it. It's got everything here.
Gary Muir has guided eco-tours through the pristine waters of Walpole for over 28 years.
Our family's been here for 8 generations, but that's nothing compared to the Noongar Murrum people who have been looking after this place for thousands of years.
Noongar Aboriginal people have long referred to this area as Nornonup, meaning the place of the black snake.
They were storytellers. They passed on how to look after the land, and we had the honour of being passed on to us. My role hasn't been only to carry on the generations of our own family. We are all family, so that line of storytellers, that is what will allow us to manage and look after our future world.
The coastline surrounding Walpole marks where the ancient landmass of Gondwana split apart. The enduring wilderness offers visitors a window to the past.
There's still species that living in this wilderness here that have survived from that Gondwanian era. We go up rivers where some of the widest paperbarks have ever been found in the world. The red tingle trees is one of 3 species, and it's the largest girth flowering plant in Australia. There's islands that still got snakes on it, and also Quokka, place of the Quokka. This is one of the largest mainland populations of Quokka right here down in Walpole. To be a scientist, to be a biologist, this is the ultimate place to discover and to share with people.
For Gary Muir, educating others about the marine park is essential to securing its future.
Communication is the greatest environmental management tool that you can use. So my role is to build people's connection to the nature that they will see. You're not apart from nature, you are part of nature. And it's through that understanding of our world, enjoying it, that we want to be able to enjoy it for future generations.
Just a 3-hour drive south of Perth is the famous Margaret River region. It's known for its natural beauty, famous surf breaks, and premium wines.
I like to describe Margaret River region as one of the most consistent wine producing regions in Australia. But what that means is you're just getting the best wine year in, year out.
Sean Bloxidge showcases the region for travellers through the Margaret River Discovery Company.
The whole experience is looking at this French concept of terroir, which kind of means sense of place. So we look at geology, ecology, climate, and relate that back to wine, and try and do that in a really fun way. So canoeing in the morning and a short little walk on a stunning section of the Cape to Cape track, and most importantly, a bit of wine as well. So we'll look at why the wines from Margaret River are so special.
The Mediterranean climate of Margaret River, with its moderate summer and winter temperatures and well-drained gravelly soils, creates perfect conditions for the cultivation of premium fine wines.
They call it more Bordeaux than Bordeaux, and that's just the consistency of the weather.
But there is more to Margaret River than just wine.
Most people will come to Margaret River and not actually visit the real Margaret River, and I think that's such a mistake. You know, it's one of the highlight experiences of the region. We've got a stunning location right up amongst the Karri trees. Beautiful. You don't get wet, you don't get dirty, you don't fall in, I promise. I think one of the things I love most about this experience is just connecting with nature, seeing the local mobs of kangaroos, getting to know the bird life. One of those little treats along the way is looking at the different honeys the forest produces. So we'll look at jarrah honey, peppermint tree honey, karri tree honey, and instead of just pointing and poking at trees, let's have a bit of a taste of what they can produce.
From world-class wine to hidden natural wonders, Margaret River is a region that has something for everyone.
I can't think of another country town in Australia that would deliver at the level this place does. Culturally, socially, environmentally, there's so much on offer.
Nestled within Western Australia's southern forests, and just a few hours' drive south of Perth, is the small town of Pemberton.
Look, I think you only need to spend a weekend here to get an idea of what it's like to live here. I've lived here for 22 years and I absolutely love it. If it's not the tight-knit community, it's the beautiful forest, the climate, and that sense of freedom too.
It's also the home of Pemberton Discovery Tours, founded by Graham Dale.
We've been operating the tours now for 22 years in this beautiful part of the world. We focus on areas that most people don't get a chance to get into, mainly because they don't have the means to do it, say with four-wheel drive vehicle. And I think personally, you know, some of the best attractions are found in those areas. Yeah, it's just a great opportunity to get out and really appreciate nature at its best.
Past the ancient Karri forests are the pristine coastlines and vast sand dunes of the Warren and Don Tracasto National Parks.
The old growth forest in the Warren National Park is an amazing place to visit. We'll get into the heart of the old growth there with some of the world's tallest trees, reaching to just under 90 metres, and living as old as up to 500 years of age. The Yigurup sand dunes, that takes people by surprise, that place, the largest landlocked dune system in the Southern Hemisphere.
Here, coastal winds whip the white sands into mobile dunes that soar to over 40 metres in height.
The contrast from the forest up to the dunes, it's absolutely amazing. The intensity of the tannin of the Warren River flowing into the rich turquoise water of the Southern Ocean is amazing, and that's definitely a highlight for a lot of people at certain times of the year.
Graham's passion for the natural world shines through in his advocacy. Through his tours, he hopes to educate and inspire others to join in the conservation effort and help protect these vital natural landscapes into the future.
I get great enjoyment of taking people out and showcasing what this area is about. Ecotourism is about conserving our environment for the future generations. It's not ours, we're only custodians of this area, and it's up to us to protect it.
Located between Albany and Esperance, Bremer Bay is a marine hotspot that is home all year round to a killer.
The first time seeing a killer whale is unbelievable. It's hard to describe. After 8 years, I still feel it every single tour. It is an adrenaline boost like you would not believe. It is amazing.
Dundee is a skipper for Naturaliste Charters.
We operate charters at the Bremer Canyon, which is a trench 50 kilometres offshore, to view killer whales in their natural habitat.
This underwater oasis, deeper than Australia's tallest mountain and twice as deep as the Grand Canyon in the United States, is home to an astonishing variety of marine life.
Anything can pretty much happen out there, from seeing the animals just relaxing, swimming, sometimes feeding their calves, through to full-blown predations. When the predations do occur, it is mind-blowing. It is literally something out of a David Attenborough movie.
Orcas are apex predators, meaning they have no natural predators. They can reach speeds of 56 kilometres per hour and can hunt a variety of prey, even whales much larger than themselves.
Okay, guys, Orca, 12 o'clock, get everyone up the front. They're 200 metres away.
Naturaliste Charters also help to facilitate a range of research projects for government agencies and scientific institutions.
We have constant marine biologists on board. We also run marine intern programs, so the up-and-coming marine biologists can get out there and get some field work done. And also everything is documented through animal behaviour, through their ID shots for future references, and also for future study to maintain the health and the viability of this region.
With its unique marine conditions, Bremer Bay is one of the few places in the world where you can spot orcas in their natural habitat at any time of the year.
It's an incredible experience that just really everybody should take part in. It's awe-inspiring. I've seen people burst into tears, have people stand there with their jaws dropped and not even take a photo and not realise they hadn't done it. It is amazing.
From the ocean canyons of Bremer Bay to the mysterious formations of the Pinnacles, the southwest corner of Western Australia continues to surprise visitors with its adventurous possibilities, rich Aboriginal history, and natural beauty beyond compare.